just having a hot flush as soon as I come on. Can you believe it? I think, oh, I know, I'll do a quick live and the hot flush starts. Just well timed. Oh, hi, Beth. Oh, hi, lovely Beth. Oh, that's given me utter joy. Beth, you've got a gold. And look at these beauties. Look at that. I don't even have a gratitude now this time because they're all gratitude. Snowflakes, sort of. Beth, you've gone and got yourself a gold. That was quick on Instagram. Karen Lambert, hello, lovely, from far away. How are you? You've got a silver, and Debbie Fuller has got a bronze. Good morning. Let me see who's on. Oh, we've got YouTube has got a gold. So Jane Ingle, gold on Facebook. Joanna Phillips, silver, and Angela Jane is a bronze. Lovely. How is everybody? Please do share it if you wish. Do you know what? I've got something I want to share with you. Excuse me, I'm in my pyjamas. I've had my pyjamas on all afternoon. How nice is that? I've just had a really lazy day. I really have. Honestly, it's just, after all the busyness and madness, Ben and Joe have gone home. They went home a few days ago, day after Boxing Day. And yeah, I've watched 3 episodes in bed of George Clark's Old House to New House, because I love that programme. I love it. And I've just watched it and I've just laid, eating Lindor balls, had another turkey sandwich, had some crisps. I've not had any ice cream this Christmas. I've not wanted any. Had a bit of chocolate Colin Caterpillar Christmas cake with some double cream. Yeah, so how was that? So how is everybody? I hope you all had a lovely Christmas. I really do. I can't remember when I've seen you, but hello, everybody. Hi, Vicky, all the way from Zambia. It's lovely to see you. Look what I got for Christmas. I wanted this for a while. I bought Ben it as well, and I bought Ben the workbook because he loves stuff like this. Jane Ingle with her first ever medal. How good is that? So hi, Shirley. Hi, Jane. I'm in bed. Oh, Jane, what a shame. So, yeah, I do. I love George Clark. So I'm just going to come on quickly because I want to read this to you. I've picked, because I'm going to share a lot of these with you next year on here, because it's my sort of stuff, the Daily Stoic, and this one's from Seneca. And I haven't really known what Stoicism was until I joined another membership, lovely Andy Ramage. But I've believe in this stuff and I have done for a good few years, ever since I went through the bankruptcy when I did the law of attraction and getting into gratitude. And no matter how shit things get, there's always something to be grateful for. And so I've believed in this sort of stuff for a long time, but I just didn't know what Stoicism was really. And it might make me sound a bit thick, but I'm just being honest. You know, so I've been talking about this stuff for a long time, but to have a little thing, a daily meditation that I can read, and it can really alter the thought of my day. So I'm going to be sharing quite a few of them with you, and it won't be in January because I'm going to be busy in the 20-minute Triumph Facebook group. And honestly, we are blown away by how many people, I think it's over 700 now, have joined the challenge. It's not a challenge, it's a program. And it's because obviously it's a lot less expensive than the stuff I normally do, and you're getting live videos every day. But I think what it is, why it appeals to people, is because there's no big, massive diet plan or hard exercise plan. It's all about creating long-term, small, consistent habits, mainly drinking water and walking every day. And that's just going to be brilliant. I had a sneak peek yesterday, look in the Facebook group, but I'm not going in it yet. I'll leave it for a couple of days. I'm going to be in it. I'm going to spend a day in it, trying to get on everybody's comments. And people are putting videos in there, introducing themselves. People are putting pictures of themselves up. People are pushing themselves already out the comfort zone. Honestly, I got excited to come out of it. I thought, I cannot wait. I genuinely can't wait to go in and really get to know the people. And bearing in mind, there's 700, and about 450 of those are non-tribe members. So a lot of them are brand new people to our community, which is just wonderful. And then we've got the tribe members as well who've been with me for ages. And so it's a really lovely mix. But, you know, I just had a quick look yesterday and there was a lady who said, right, I'm pushing myself out of my comfort zone to start because that's what I need to do. And she put a video up of herself, introducing herself. So she's never done anything like it before. And lo and behold, it happens. The support that people were giving her, brilliant, well done. And that's what I love about a private Facebook group. It's a lot more intimate because people will put stuff. You can't do it on here. You can't post on this page. You can only comment on my stuff. So that's what I love about a private Facebook group. So someone, Paul says, I've just had to log off and send you a screenshot message. Sorry, Beth, you better get ready to hand your gold over. Oh, they get competitive with these medals, you know. Oh, I love it. So, Julie's bought some new walking shoes for it. Vicky Vivas, I mean, she's been in the tribe for a year. She's wonderful. And she's in the 20-minute Triumph group. And she says already the vibe is phenomenal in there. I'm so excited. And Vicky's made huge changes this year and she's really motivated and she always motivates other people. But she has a shit like everybody, and she has days where she feels crap. So she's doing the 20-minute Triumph because she just wants to do the consistency thing. And I love it. And she's a very giving person. And for her to say that the vibe in the group is phenomenal already, honestly, I can't wait. I cannot wait. So that's where I'm going to be in January. You've got 2.5 days if you want to sign up. We're just getting about 60 people a day joining at the moment. I love it because I know if you do it, it's going to make such a difference to your January. And I know that people are saying they're excited about January for the first time in their lives. They're not dreading January. They're not full of doom and gloom and expecting and anticipating the January blues. They're excited about January. I mean, that's worth 31 quid in itself. And you've not even done anything yet. What you've done is you've made the commitment, you've taken action, and you've joined the 20-minute Triumph. So that is enough to set those positivity cogs whirring, I tell you, and it's just going to get better and better and better with every day that you do. Look at that. Can't wait to join. You know me by now, Sally. Last minute, Shirley, I love you for it. And Shirley, a woman after my own heart, because if it was me, I'd be joining up literally at 5 to midnight on New Year's Eve. I would, but you've got until the end of New Year's Eve. So I just don't want you to forget. Hi, Carol. And Karen's already started drinking the water. Julie can't wait. She needs the push. Claire's got 2 pairs of Sketchel to fill my boots, so no excuse. Oh, just brilliant. Caroline, no, these eyelashes, I have them done every 3 weeks. They had them before Christmas. I know. Helen, hi Sally, I've loved seeing all the introductions in the private Facebook group. A great bunch of real women. And that's the beauty of it, isn't it? They're just real women, just with real lives, real issues, real positivity, there'll be all sorts, ups and downs of everything. I just love it. So I just wanted to share this with you. Jane's got some new shoes too. Mike tested positive yesterday, so plans have changed, but not the 20-minute Triumph. Oh, brilliant. So you have to bear with me. I'm going to put, excuse me, my pajamas. So look at me. I have to have my I got these glasses about 5 years ago and I started wearing them, but because of the more I wore them, the worse my eyes got. And it got to the stage where I couldn't do a Facebook Live because your eyes deteriorate once you start wearing glasses. And I was sick of it. I literally had to wear my glasses all the time. So I just stopped wearing them and my eyes improved. For years, they just got better and better, but they deteriorated again because now I struggle to read, especially if it's small writing. So I have to put my glasses on. But I'll do it for a bit and then I'll stop wearing them again. Right. Look at that. Sarah's purchased a filtered water bottle. Go me. What's the book? It's the Daily Stoic. Oh, look at that. Julie, learned my first lesson already. Love you, so real and cool. I know I'm going to dig it. Well, do you know what? We're going to do that together, Julie, brilliantly. So let's have a look. Are you ready? So the Daily Stoic, I'm going to read the one. There's one every day from December the 29th, because that's what we're on today. But next year, I'm going to start on the day. But like I say, I won't be doing them in January because I'll be in the private Facebook group. If you're in the private Facebook group for the 20-minute triumph, you'll be getting a few of these. So December the 29th, give thanks. You're sitting comfortably. It's only very short, so bear with. So this was from Seneca. In all things, we should try to make ourselves be as grateful as possible, for gratitude is a good thing for ourselves, in a manner in which justice, commonly held to belong to others, is not. Gratitude pays itself back in large measure. That's what I had to say. And then there's just a little explanation about it here. So I'm just going to read that to you. And then I'll probably put my own spin on it. Oh, I'll have another hot flush. Dearie me. So this is important, this. Think of all the things you can be grateful for today. That you are alive, that you live in a time primarily of peace, that you have enough health and leisure to read this book. What of the little things? The person who smiled at you, the woman who held the door open, that song you like on the radio, or the pleasant weather. Gratitude is infectious. Its positivity is radiant. Even if today was your last day on earth, if you knew in advance that it was going to end in a few short hours, would there still be plenty to be grateful for? How much better would your life be if you kicked off every day like that? If you let it carry through from morning to night and touch every part of your life. How good is that? Jo Davis, she was up at 7 this morning, water done, but done something today I've never ever done. Watched 8 episodes of TV. Felt guilty at first, but then I know this has done me the world of good. So, well, Jo, just in case you were feeling a little bit guilty, let me just have a word with you. Jo Davis on Instagram, you're watching. She'll be watching with her absolutely gorgeous hair. She's a hairdresser and she's got stunning hair. Don't even feel any guilt because I know how goddamn hard you work. You work for yourself, you run your own business, you serve everybody else, you make them feel fabulous, you listen to all the stuff. So if you want to do it today, and please do it tomorrow if you're not at work, just crack on, eat chocolate, watch 8 episodes back to back, have a good old binge watch without guilt. Are you listening? Right. Death stare done. No guilt allowed, Jo Davis. So how's that then, eh? There's always something to be grateful for. Absolutely always. And I'm going to tell you a tiny little story now. It's not really a long story. Hi, Carol. Marvellous. Carol's just joined. So I remember when we were going through the bankruptcy about 5-6 years ago. Nancy, could you just pop this door too, please?
1, 2, 4.
What?
2.
2, yes, please. I'm having another hot flush. I remember when we were going through the bankruptcy about 5-6 years ago. And if you've been on my retreat, you'll have heard this story. I've said it before on a live, but not for ages. And I felt there was nothing to be grateful for apart from living in fear of the bailiffs. We had gangsters at the door. It's a long story, which we won't go into now. And it was just a horrible time. It went on for the whole lot went on for about 5-6 years before and after. But there's a particular time of 2 years where we literally, I remember one week we had £2.80. That's all we had to last. And we just couldn't get any food, couldn't get any petrol. We nearly lost the house. But it was just a horrible, horrible time. And I remember getting really envious of other people at Christmas who just seemed to be going about their lives as normal. And I just never thought it would end at all. And I remember getting so depressed and drinking so heavily and getting more depressed. And I just went to bed. I went to bed for months and I'd got up, usually about 3 o'clock every afternoon, then went back to bed. I still managed to run my business and stuff. I'd still do challenges on my Get Over Yourself page. I'd get up, do my challenge and go back to bed. And I knew that the only person who could change it for me was me and my thinking. But what really helped was listening to a book on Audible by Rhonda Byrne called The Secret, and it was an absolute game changer for me. I listened to it again and again and again. I started walking the dog, started cycling. That's when I trained to do the Ironman to get me out of my depression, and it worked. But that's a whole other video. And I might tell you about it one day because I love telling that story. Because I really do believe anybody can do anything if they wanted it enough. I really do. And sometimes you just have to start small. But anyway, I remember listening to Rhonda Byrne, and she was going on about being grateful. And then I did her workbook, The Magic, which is all on YouTube now. I did it last lockdown in November. I read from the book every single day. So all the videos are on YouTube if you want to follow along with it. And there was one particular exercise in there where you go to bed at night and you get a little, like I've got little stones like this called happiness, and you lie in your bed at night before you go to sleep. You get hold of whether it's a crystal or a rock or a pebble or anything that's precious to you, and you hold it. And no matter how shit your day's been, you just lie there and you go, I am grateful for what was my favourite memory of the day. And sometimes I couldn't think, it was so hard to think of anything because I had an utterly shit day with bailiffs at the door, the mortgage in arrears, nearly losing the house, demands. Oh, it was just horrible. And, people not well. And I just remember finding it so hard, but I forced myself to think of something that I was grateful for. And this one particular day, it just was really emotional. I just had a particular shit day, and my back had gone as well, because I believe back pain can be emotional as well. My back had gone. It had gone, but it was getting better in the fact that I could walk. It kept going into spasm. And I remember going for some acupuncture into Lancaster for it. And I went to this acupuncturist, and Nancy must have been about 11 at the time. And her and Simon came into Lancaster with me, and I just went to the acupuncturist, and Nancy had said to Simon, oh, Daddy, that's when she used to still call us Mummy and Daddy. She says, Daddy, can I hide from Mummy when she comes out of the acupuncture lady? And, I'll just stand behind the door and she won't see, she'll see me. And Simon said, no, she won't, because I know she's got a list to do as long as her arm, she'll just be out. But anyway, Nancy came, and when I came out of the acupuncturist, she stood on the wall, and I never did see her because I just had my head down, and I was just so depressed at the time. It was just a horrible time. It went on for months. I couldn't find any joy in my life. I didn't speak to people. I felt lonely, but didn't want to see people. I didn't even feel anxious because I didn't give a shit, if I'm honest, about anything. Didn't care who I offended, didn't want to do anything, didn't take care of my appearance. It was just a horrible time. And I remember being in bed at night trying to look for this memory, and it just came to me. And what happened is that she followed me around town for a bit, her and Simon, and then eventually she phoned me up. She went, Mummy. I said, what, Nancy? And I remember being really quite sharp with her. What, Nancy? What do you want? Mummy, look, I knew you wouldn't see me. Dad said you wouldn't, but I thought you'd see me. And look, guess where I am? I said, well, fucking hell, Nancy, what are you doing? Come on, I need to get on. And anyway, she goes, turn round. And I turned round, and she was a good distance away, about a good 100, 200 metres away, 100 metres. No, probably 100 metres, that was it, just a few shops down the road. And I remember looking at her and a little face. When she goes, there I am. And I remember feeling really frustrated and, come on. And then all of a sudden, that frustration, I remember just seeing the smile on her little face because she was that pleased that she'd sort of tricked me. And I said, come on, we've got stuff to do. And she was just joyful. And I remember in that moment, no matter what was going on in our life, I just remember having this whoosh of gratitude. This whoosh for that memory of Nancy's face hanging up on the phone and smiling and looking so pleased with herself. And she just came running towards me. And I just remember feeling so utterly wealthy and grateful and lucky and privileged and just rich, even though everything was falling apart, everything materialistic was falling around our ears, and the fear of it, I just felt so, everything's all right. And so when I laid in bed that night after having another shit day because I was depressed, I thought to myself, right, what can I remember today? Fuck all. And then I just thought of Nancy's face, and I got the whoosh again. And I just thought, bloody hell, it's really precious. And life's made up of moments that make you happy. Life is made up of moments. And if I hadn't have been practicing gratitude, because I've been doing it with Rhonda Byrne, I've been doing it every day when I don't feel like it, that moment would have passed me by without me even noticing. It would have just passed me by. And so I really do believe you've got to put yourself into a place where you become a great big safety net for all these magic moments, these precious magic moments in your life. So whether it's the Magella, it's simplicity. It really is. And we get so caught up in, I feel shit, the weather's crap, oh my God, I'm worried about my job, oh, I'm worried about what that person thinks of me, you know. And it's another lesson for me. I've had a few trolls this week, and even because I spoke about it the other day, and since then I've had another couple of ladies saying, what you're talking about them for, it's ridiculous, you know, you shouldn't give them time. And even that, you know, I take to heart, and I need to not do it. I need to not take it to, I can't control what other people think of me. All I can control is how I react to things, and how I choose to react to that moment of Nancy smiling, how I choose to react to what people say about me, you know, is entirely up to me. And I just want this year to be full of even more gratitude than what I usually do, because I never used to say thank you and please and be grateful if somebody gave you a present or did something nice for you. But I didn't go out of my way to be grateful until we went through all the bankruptcy, and like 6 years ago. And it was only then that I really started practicing it, like I drink water, because it has to be a habit. You know, like I drink water, like I go out for a walk every day. I started practicing gratitude the same way, where it has to become a habit. And little things, like I remember coming home from London a couple of years ago, just before COVID, and from Euston to Lancaster is 2.5 hours, 2 hours 45 minutes. But the sign goes up, all trains stop at Preston. It's only 17 minutes away. But then it meant we had to get a bus, you know, a bus from Preston, which would probably take an hour. And it was late at night. It was like 9:30 at night. And I just thought, but immediately, and this is when you practice it, you fall into gratitude so much quicker. So the old me would have gone, oh, for fuck's sake, bloody having to change at Preston, that's absolutely shit. And having to get a bus, and we're knackered. I'd have taken it out on Simon. I'd have been in a bad mood. But I just literally thought, oh, thank God it goes all the way to Preston and it's not cancelled completely. Honestly, that's immediately what I went to. Thank God it's gone all the way to Preston. It turns out when we got to Preston, they'd put another train on. We just had to change trains. And it is so much nicer, but you have to practice it. And so I just wanted to share that with you. I read it before, and I wasn't going to do a live today because I didn't do it this morning because I was busy doing other stuff. And I read it and I thought, I wonder what today's is. And I read that and I thought, do you know what? I had the urge to come on and share it with you. And I hope you don't mind. So can't do that. Sometimes feel like I don't give a moment the attention it deserves. Later on, when I think back, I wish I had. Jane, we all do that. We really do. You know, we really do. Diane, I agree. We have so much to be grateful for. I sat down with my children who are grown and said we are lucky we have so much. We are not rich, but rich in love, and that is priceless. It genuinely is. I mean, life is made up of moments, like Kate says. They mean more than anything. It puts things into perspective. Oh, Michelle, bless you. Hello, everyone. Merry Christmas, and let's celebrate a wonderful 2022 with you all and the wonderful Sally and Sam. Oh, thank you, Michelle. That's kind of you. So Joanne Smith, she needed to hear this, and it's just a reminder we all forget, just like we forget to drink water. I mean, literally this morning, because my routine was a little bit different, I don't think I drank water. I drank a little bit, but I stopped drinking water for about 5 hours today. I just forgot. You do forget. Honestly, it really does become a habit. Yeah, give my love to Mike, Jane, won't you? Give my love to him. Yeah, Catherine, do look in your local charity shop for The Secret. It's brilliant on Audible. Rather than reading it, I listen to it on Audible. And just a top tip, if you're not a member of Audible, it's the Amazon thing, isn't it? Audible.com. They're probably still doing it. You get one for free. So you can literally join, download your copy of The Secret, and then you can cancel if you don't want to pay the $7.99 a month. Just a little top tip there. So that's it. I'm going to go. Love you and leave you now. I just really wanted to share that with you. Please do share it if you think it will help anybody. But I cannot wait to be reading this every day, because things like this can just change my whole morning. And I'll be sharing a lot of them with you on Get Over Yourself. I'll be sharing them with you in the 20-minute triumph. Oh, Joe Davis, bless you. Since you joined the tribe, I've noticed how my mindset has changed enormously. How I react to things is noticeably different. It's phenomenal, isn't it, Joe? How when we give ourselves that power, and I'm really, really going to focus on it this year, of not being upset when somebody else criticises me, of not, I know it's hard because, you know, Joe, if somebody was to say to you, oh, do you know what, that Joe Davis, she's a shit hairdresser, and yet you had 200 women saying you were brilliant and you were lovely and you were fabulous and you were kind, but then you had 1 or 2 women saying you were crap. Why do we focus on that? Why do we let somebody else's opinion? And that's all to do with the 4 agreements, which I'll be covering in the 20-minute triumph, my favourite book, the 4 agreements, which are be impeccable with your word to yourself and to others. Don't take things personally. Never make assumptions, and always do your best. So we'll be going over those because we've got 4 whole weeks in the 20-minute triumph. There's so much I'm going to cover. You know, I cannot wait. And I'll be led by you for what you want to me to talk about as well. I've got loads of subjects that I've got on my list. But I never pre-plan live content ever. I mean, I could go, right, this day I'm going to talk about that. And I could have 28 subjects planned out or 31 subjects planned out, but I never operate like that on the live chat, my live programs, because it depends what the group's like. It depends what comes up. It depends what I see going on in the group. And to me, it would just feel a bit organised. That's probably not a very good thing, is it? If you go, well, I want to be in an organised group side, but it just feels a bit constrained and structured. I like it to flow freely, and just, you'll get what I mean anyway if you join. You really will. Hi, Leanne. Oh, Leanne's really looking forward to getting stuck into the plan, walking every single day, Leanne, without fail. A Team Walter's doing it. I'd like to ask Leanne. They are more than welcome. You know our deal. If they want to get involved, just let me know and we'll add them to the group if they want to. Because Team Walters come as a team. It's Leanne and a daughter and a son-in-law. They all lived together through lockdown. And so obviously they all did things together, and they always do. So do let me know, Leanne, but absolutely no pressure. Sue's feeling positive and raring to go. Kerry is, I've signed up and feel very excited. So just think, you lot, who would be dreading January? Who would be feeling a bit anxious about it and a bit low and a bit, and instead you're feeling empowered, excited, in control. You're anticipating it with excitement. I just love it. I love it. Life changed for me doing the 4 agreements last year with you. Oh, Sue, how good is that? Leanne, just let me know then, Leanne, and I will add them to the group. Yeah, I cannot wait. If any of you still haven't joined the 20-minute triumph and you want to do, I've put the link on, and obviously there's loads of testimonials going up, and I know some of you don't like Janice, you know, my Instagram filter. Yeah, I'm Janice. Just bear with, she's only here this week. But Excuse me, I'm burping, aren't I? But if any of you not sure where the link is, or you want more information about the 20-minute triumph, just say me on this video now. Just write me and I'll come in afterwards and I'll tag you in the links. You've got the link directly. And if you're on Instagram, just send me a DM, slide into my DMs, and I'll be here in my pajamas and I'll give you the link. You can do Helen Cook has tested positive. You've got to stay inside till next Tuesday. What can I do for 20 minutes instead of going out for a walk? You can do my indoor step workouts on YouTube. There's about 5 of them on there. And I'll also be doing a couple of extra ones and putting them in the 20-minute Triumph Facebook group. And there'll just be dancing workouts where I'll put some music on. You'll dance around your living room. And you can get your 20 minutes like that, and you're going to feel brilliant, I tell you. So don't let that be an obstacle. Look at all these people saying me. Absolutely no problem. Simon's put the link on there, but don't worry, I can come in and give you the link. Yeah, so I do. Hi, Jennifer. Lovely to see you. But I do on youtube.com/these Sally Wilkins. So I've got about 5 indoor step workouts. If you're looking for a professional sort of setup, perhaps look for somebody else's, because mine isn't that, but they're good fun. But there's always something you can do. Quite a few emails I've had today and messages from people who are saying they've either got an injury and they're struggling to walk. Should they still do it? Now, I'd never pressure anybody to do it, but it is so much more about, as Sam says, my mindset coach, Sam Wild, who will be doing 2 group coaching sessions in the 20-minute Triumph Facebook group. It's so much more about the steps and water. It's not even about that. He said, if I can get women to commit to the 31 days, it's going to be life-changing. That's what he said. Because it's nothing to do with the steps and water. That's obviously going to make you feel better. But it's you showing up for you, committing to you, telling yourself that you're worth the 20 minutes every single day. So that's what Sam says. It's going to be life-changing. Tracy, can I do it as I broke my hip 3 months ago? And obviously I don't know if you can walk or not, but even if you cannot walk, the positivity that's going to be in the group, the stuff that I'm going to be talking about, the drinking the water, you know, you can do all those things. It's entirely up to you, but yes, you can still do it. So if you do want more information, Shirley, I can see that. I'll come in and tag you in it. If you're watching on catch up, just say me, and I'll make sure tonight or tomorrow I give you the link. I'll tag you in the link so you get it direct. You've only got 2.5 days. So, right, I'm off. The Daily Stoic. There'll be lots more where this came from. I'm going to bed. I'm going to have an early night. I might watch another episode. Joe Davis, if you're still on, I'd make it up to 10. I'd literally get back in. I'd go and watch it in bed. And I'd have a box of indoor balls. That's what I'm going to do. And I'm going to, because I didn't have any crap 2 days ago. And then I've had 2 days of having what I want. And I love it. It's been brilliant. Let's have a look. So I think we're done. Lovely. A few people have just joined. I cannot wait. I cannot wait. I'm really struggling to keep out of the Facebook groups. Want to do it all at once. So probably the day after tomorrow. One more to finish. Joe, can you promise me one thing? This is important, right? Joe Davis says she's got one more episode. What is it you're watching, by the way? We want to know. What are you binge watching? Is it worth it? Come on, tell us. She's on Instagram. Oh, thank you, Jane. Right, all of us, I think Joe Davis, because she's feeling guilty because she's been binge watching Netflix or whatever it is today. And I know how hard she works running her own business. So if she wants a day off doing that, she should do it guilt-free. American Rust, I've never heard of that. Oh, is it good? Must be if you're binge watching it. I might have to go and have a look at it. So Joe, I want you to commit before you sit down and watch it that you are going to enjoy every second guilt-free. Can you do that before you even sit down and go, I absolutely deserve this day today that I've given myself? I want you to absolutely love it. The fact that you've hardly moved, hopefully you're still drinking your water, don't, go all out. You can still drink your water, but just do nothing and enjoy it. And don't have any little doubt of, oh, I shouldn't have done that. Oh, that's a waste of a day. According to who? Look at this. Jane Ingalls saying, no guilt. So come on, who's going to support Jo Davis in watching her 9th episode of American Rust? So come on. I'm going to go and see it. All right then, right, I'm off. Remember, if you want more info about the 20-minute triumph, just say me and I'll come in and give it you. I'm waffling on now. Lots of love, everybody. I'll see you tomorrow. I'll pop on probably tomorrow morning. Hopefully I might be out in my pyjamas by then. Lots of love. Try our Instagram. And then, look at Elaine. Go and enjoy Jennifer Lamboll. Go on, enjoy it. All right then, Facebook. I'll see you tomorrow. Remember, go to bed tonight. Get your little stone and think, what was my favourite memory today? I tell you, it's life-changing doing that. Lots of love and speak tomorrow.